Hi everyone, welcome to the series of lectures on Python programming language offered by Undergrad Academy. In today's session, we will look at conditional statements in Python. So first of all, let's have a look at our today's agenda. First of all, we'll look at what are conditional statements, the types of conditional statements, if statement in Python with examples, else statement in Python with examples, and elif statement in Python with examples as well. So what are conditional statements? Conditional statements in Python form different computations or actions depending on whether a specific Boolean constraint evaluates to true or false. Don't get confused, we will discuss them one by one. First of all, let's look at what are the types of conditional statements. There are three types of conditional statements in Python. Number one is if statement, then we have else statement, and in the end we have elif statement. So what is if statement in Python? In Python, if statement is used for decision making, okay? It will run the body of code only when if statement is true. When you want to justify one condition while the other condition is not true, then you see if statement. Like in this block diagram, we first of all have the if block here, and we will check for this condition. If it is true, only then the statement inside that if will run. Other than if the statement is false, if this condition is false, then the rest of the code will run and this statement will not run. Here we have example of if statement in Python. Here we have a code in which a is equals to 33, b is equals to 200. We will check if b is greater than a only if this condition is true, then this print block will run. So if b is greater than a, and here in this condition it is true that b, which is equals to 200, is greater than this a, which is equals to 33. So b is greater than 33. So if only this condition is true, then this block will run. So as this condition is true here, so this will run, and with the output will be b is greater than a. So let's try a code on if statement on our PyCharm. Okay, so now here we have a PyCharm. Let's write name is equals to Undergrad Academy. And let's see if this name is equals to Undergrad Academy. Print the channel name is correct. And let's, without the indentation, print hello world. Let's run this and see, as the name is equivalent to this Undergrad Academy, that's why it will run this print statement. And if we change this name as Undergrad Academy 1, and let's see if it runs this block or not. So as this block isn't true, the name isn't equal to Undergrad Academy 1. That's why this block won't run. Only this block will run, as it is out of this if statement. If we include this indentation with if, so it means that this print statement is within this if. And if we don't have any indentation, it means that this print statement is outside this if, and this statement will run no matter what. So here we have the else statement in Python. The else keyword catches anything which isn't caught by the preceding condition. So like here, we have a condition that will be that we will have this if condition. This is the task expression. Here we have the if, and this is the condition. If it is true, then the body of it if will run, like the statements inside the if will run if and only if this condition is true. And if this condition is false, then it will look for the else condition. If there is an other condition, then it will look for the else. Then like if this condition is true, it will go to if, and if it is not true, then it will go to else, and then the rest of the code will run. So here we have example of else statement in Python. We have a code here in which a is equals to 200, b is equals to 33. It will check if b is greater than a, and here b is not greater than a, then it will run this else statement, that is A is greater than B. So if and only if this condition is false, then it will go to this else block and will print the statements inside this else block, and the output will be A is greater than B. So let's have a look at the else statement on our PyCharm. So here we have opened our PyCharm, and let's include the else statement after this if. Say else print the channel name is incorrect. So now what do you think what will run? It will run the else statement, as this if isn't true, the condition isn't true. So it will run the else statement as well as this print statement because it is outside this if. So here we have the elif statement Python. The elif keyword in Python is the way of saying if the previous conditions were not true, then try this condition. So here we have the if condition, and if it is true, it will run the body of if. And if it is false, then it will go to this elif and it will check this elif condition. If it is true, then it will run this body of elif. And if both of these conditions are false, finally, it will go to this else and it will run this body of else and the entire remaining code. So here we have example of the elif statement in Python. First of all, we have this code in which A is equals to 200 and B is equals to 200 as well. It will first of all check if B is greater than A, and here as B is not greater than A, so it will not run this statement. It will go to this elif and it will check if A is equal to B. So as here both are 200, so here in this code this elif condition is true and A is actually equal to this B. So it will run this statement inside this elif. So here the output will be A and B are equal. So as this elif statement is true, so it will not run this else statement. So let's try them out in our PyCharm. Now we have opened our PyCharm. So let's run the elif statement. Here will include elif name is equals to Undergrad Academy. Print the channel name is Undergrad Academy. So let's see which statement will run. As here the name condition isn't correct, as it says if check if name is equals to Undergrad Academy 1. So this name isn't correct. So it will not run this condition. Instead, it will go to this elif block. It will check if name is equals to Undergrad Academy, and here it is actually equal to the Undergrad Academy. So it will run this print statement and it will not run this else statement because this elif statement is true. If this elif statement is false and this statement is false as well, only then it will run this else statement. So in this position, it will not run this else statement. So let's run this. And it will say the channel name is Undergrad Academy with this elif statement and as well as this hello world because it is outside the if block. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you very much for watching us. Please take up some time to subscribe to our channel, kindly like the video and share with your friends, and comment your queries in the comment section below. Goodbye, see you soon.